love the music. I can't help it. It's just really good music. Will I play Monkey Island next? You know, I've never played Monkey Island. So I'm not sure. I don't know. This reminds me of there was a kid show I used to work on called Adventures with Kangarati, and one of the directors we had, she was really into swing music, swing dancing and stuff, and there was Chapter 3. Currently in development, will take you on a sweeping journey through the jungles, caves, murky swamps, and back up topside to explore the fate of old friends. And finally finally into the truth that lies hidden somewhere in the noise, the chaos that makes up the hustling and bustling. But I know hustling isn't in there, but still. Bustling metropolis of Ciendamundo. Wow, 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 wow. Behind the scenes. Let's watch behind the scenes. Ooh. A fraction of the architecture sketches we did for the Afro-Noir city of Port Arthur. In the original script, Buana was the hard-boiled lead. We quickly realized that this didn't fly with his mentality, and thus Marlowe was born. Morton was one of the first characters to be designed for the Journey Down 2, and was one of the few to make it all the way from first script to final design. There are very few that I've ever played, actually, unique. I mean, as much as I enjoy point-and-click adventures, I hardly ever play any. Recognize the shape of that face? If you're a true point-and-click nerd, you should. Trendemundo. Hello, Superman Punch! A bunch of bystander sketches. Yes, you just missed me complete this. Enola's House of Butterflies. A playable area in a very early version of the game. In a previous horrendously stupid layout of Port Arthur. That's kind of funny. There are multiple ways of getting to places in the city. Early test results had us throw it out. Yeah. What Club Temba looks like inside, in case anyone's curious. Just because, you know, you'll never get in there. The first version of Port Arthur's main street. This is before Club Temba was even thought of. Really like the Secret of... I know, one of the guys that I worked with at EA, His name was Stanislav. He's from Moldova, which is over next to Romania. Fantastic dancer, by the way. Anyway, he worked on he did the QA testing for Monkey Island, and I think, if I remember correctly, didn't that guy that we know do the music for Monkey Island? That guy? Pedro. Didn't Pedro do that? Sorry, I was going through names. Had a little Rolodex flipping through. Didn't Pedro do the music for Monkey Island, I think? Well, I'd certainly be curious to see some of them. I might look at them. Before the mayor's office and Andy became part of the script, there used to be a library in Port R2. I'm not sure what for, though. Before Club Timba became a big posh joint on the main street, it was a back alley thing, too similar to Arnie's. The Pedmeister. I'm not sure that I would, Viewport shot of the Susulocopter. That's what they okay. Docking sequence from Lightwave 8. Oh, Theo teaching Simon how to use a saxophone the day before. See, that's just, that can see the wrinkles in his forehead here. That probably means that there is a horrible sound coming out of it. My dad played saxophone. It was one of the instrument. My dad is a freaky son of a bitch. He can pick up any instrument and just kind of start playing it. After the launch of the journey down, we packed our stuff and left the office, and we're apparently very happy about it. We went to GDC and E3 and blew all of our money on travels and fun and hookers and blow. So we wound up developing the rest of TJD 2 from bars and cafes and seedy back alley whorehouses. Yeah, writing the script. No, it does not make us Pedrophile. It's kind of funny, but... And trailers. See, I was close. Seedy back alley whorehouses, that could be one. As Simon's health deteriorated, he recommended to us we hire his friend Jamie to take on the responsibility of finalizing the TJD2 soundtrack. We immediately fell in love with Jamie's music and found his bombastic orchestral style to be the perfect complement to Simon's jazz. TJD also uses a few tracks from Simon's last album, Navigation, including the music you're listening to right now. The album is 100% charity. Money is shared between Brain Tumor Trust, St. Peter's and St. James Hospice and Scope, and Charity for People with Disabilities. Simon passed away May 19, 2014. Rest in peace. Damn fine music. Oh, okay. Maybe I'm clicking quit. I didn't think I clicked quit. Okay, so it is now 2:20. So what I think I'm going to do is, it's 20 minutes early for me to shut my stream down, but... oh my god! Thank you, Digran, so much for the... possessed by a cat. Oh shit, cat! Thank you for the donation, Digran, very much. So delicious, as I said. What else can I show you guys? What else? Oh! I know what I can do. Hang on. Audacity. See if Audacity will actually recognize that it's here. Yes, the entire window, please. Boop, boop. There you are. Hello, Audacity. It's so nice of you to join us. Alright, let's open up recent files. The Star Citizen voice pack that I'm working. So right now, they sound like this. View changed. New view selected. Updated perspective. Changing visuals. Stuff like this. But if, for example, we take these... Damn it. If we take these 4 tracks or 5 tracks or however many tracks it's going to be, these tracks, 5 tracks, whatever, and we go to oh, the money's from Monkey Island. I did not see that. I don't need to buy ramen right now. I've got, some very large selections of ramen in there. So we go to a delay, we set this to 0.01, we apply, and now they sound like this. View changed, new view selected, updated perspective, changing visuals, chase cam initiated. I don't know, I don't think I like that very much. So let's apply it to just one. View chain. It doesn't sound right. The reverse echo reverb is exactly what you're thinking of for telepathy. There's a problem with that. Let me show you what the problem is with this. I do need them. Okay, instead of this, let's open this. Now, if I just, let's mute this track. If I just recorded something like, it's okay, it's fine. I need to keep you awake until Starcast. Okay, I can do that. It's not that difficult. So, the reverse echo reverb was, as I was telling one of my housemates, was made popular by the movie Poltergeist, the first one. Anytime Carol Ann was, on the other side and talking back to people on this side, they applied what is called a reverse echo reverb to her voice. And basically, shut up, stomach, shut up, I will eat something in a bit. Basically, it's something like this. Let me think of what to say. There's no way something like that is going to work. So, we take this, I don't think I have a... to record. Shh. Everybody be quiet. Okay, I hadn't, because if we go up here to effect, and we go to the noise removal tool, you see how the OK is grayed out? That means we don't have a noise profile yet. So we have to select this track, which is a nice block of what my room normally sounds like, which is this. And we go to noise removal, we get noise profile from that, we apply that noise profile, thus stripping out that sound, and now it sounds like this. Much nicer. So we can now delete this track as we don't need it, we unmute this track, select it, now we apply, because if we just play it, you'll still hear the hiss. There's no way something like that is going to work. Okay, so we apply the noise removal, and now it sounds like this. There's no way something like that is going to work. Okay, Now, we take this track and we reverse it. Ugh. Reverse. We apply a reverb. And just, I use the standard stuff. And if you watch the waveform down there, are you guys seeing any of this? I'm watching the stream and it doesn't look like you're seeing any of the stuff that I'm working on. It's starting to worry me a little bit. Hang on. You don't see it. Well, that's great. That's good to know. Yes, Audacity. Thank you. No, not that. I want Audacity. The hell are you doing? It's being bitchy. Oh, I see the problem. You go away. No, don't change the, save the changes. There were 2 instances of Audacity up and running, and it didn't know which one to pick. At least that was my presumption of what it was doing. It's entirely possible that I was, what's the word I'm looking for? Wrong! Shut up, stomach. It keeps going back to the status window for this. I refresh the thing, and it says Audacity. And I can see it right there. It says so. Okay, let's try this. Let's set it to something other than the status window, like, say, telepathy test 1. Because that's what you're supposed to be looking at right now. It's not Audacity. It's telepathy test 1. It is Audacity, but it doesn't recognize... Fuck, stupid. Stupid OBS. All right. Let's back up a bit. So we have down here this file that we are working on. There's no way something like that is going to work. Okay. It's a bit of a click at the beginning. Don't want that. So we'll get rid of that. Now, there's no way something like that is going to work. Okay. So what we do, as I was saying before, we reverse it. So the waveform is now backwards. And we apply a reverb effect, which makes it look like this. Doesn't look like much, but kind of makes it a little bit echoey. But when you reverse it again, so that it is now forward, no, not reverb, reverse. Now, the echo, or the reverb, starts before the voice does. And so it sounds like this. There's no way something like that is going to work. Which is kind of cool. Now, this becomes a problem when you're trying to do something like a... well, for me, it works fine for a haunted house or something like that. It sounds okay. But if you're going to make something sound telepathic as opposed to haunted, it doesn't work so well, in my opinion, anyway. But let's split this track so that I can mute this one. Now, this was the line that I had originally recorded. Here.
We must move, he told the others. Quickly, gather up your eggs. We will go to the safety of the high mountains inland.
Okay. This is one of the dragons that's talking. Now, the effect only really works when you split it between two tracks. The other track, which I had, I took it, reversed it, and applied the reverb to it. And I'll play this first part for you.
We must move.
Okay. Or it also...
Quickly, gather up your eggs. We will go to the safety of the high mountains inland.
Which, it doesn't sound telepathic to me. It sounds haunted. It sounds like somebody's on the other side and they're communicating to you. Now, so I recorded this as one mono track, because when you're working with a microphone, you're usually recording a mono signal instead of a stereo signal. So basically, I record a mono track, I clone it, make one of them the left channel, one of them the right channel, which is why you're only hearing this. If you're listening on headphones, you're probably only hearing it on one side. And then the other track is the one that you're hearing on the other ear. Right, that sounds like a ghost. And that's why it's fine for haunting sort of things, but not really for telepathy. Now, what happened was I said, okay, I'm going to apply this thing on one side and not apply it on the other so that it doesn't quite sound right. But there's a part in the middle here where I'm saying,
he told the others.
And that is the narrator's voice. It's not the character's voice that's talking. So what I had to do was I had to paste this, I had to apply the effect and then paste the normal voice back into them. Well, unfortunately, what happened was when I pasted that across these two channels, it offset this because this one has the effect.
Gather up your eggs.
Right? Sorry.
Gather up your eggs. We will go to the safety of...
Because this one has the reverb effect, and this one does not.
Gather up your eggs.
So when I pasted it back in, it threw everything off. But it was only off by like 0.03 tenths of a second. And so what wound up happening was it made this top track sound just slightly offset from the track on the bottom. And when you played the two together...
We must move, he told the others. Quickly, gather up your eggs. We'll go to the safety of the high mountains inland. But I swear, we will return, destroy the wretched human colony, and kill every last human we find there.
And I was like, I'll take it. I will take it. That right? Yes. Yes. That will work. So now I have to go through, record the narration for the entire book, take all the parts which are telepathic, pull them out as separate tracks, and do them separately, and then paste them back into the main story so that it keeps all of the telepathy isolated, sounding consistent, because when you apply the reverb, it also stretches the track and makes it longer, which is where the delay, that's where the delay or the thing comes from. So I have to offset all of the telepathic tracks. One of the between the left and right channel, I have to offset the left channel by 0.03 seconds. Shut up! I will get something to eat in a minute. Kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. Oh my god. Yeah, that's what I've been working on. This thing, make stereo track. So yeah.
We must move, he told the others. Quickly, gather up your eggs.
This is right in the beginning of the story. The character that's speaking is a blue dragon, gigantic blue dragon named Duranadar, and his mate. They're basically nesting on the beach, and his mate is down there. He's sitting up on an outcropping of rock or something, and because the eggs are beginning to hatch, and his mate is down there. She's down on the sand with the eggs and whatnot. And one of them cracks open, and the little baby blue dragon pops its head out, and it's like, and he's like, telepathically sending to his child, that's, hi, welcome to the world. Yes, I'm your father. Welcome to the Pride. And as he says that, and you can go to Amazon Books, and this is the teaser for the story, so it's not like I'm spoiling anything. This is right in the beginning of the book. No, actually, it's black sand. It's not golden sand. It's black sand beach. Anyway, shut up. Definitely going to have to get something to eat before we do Starcast, because otherwise it's going to... Anyway, so right as he says that, a ballista bolt, which is like, crossbow on steroids, it shoots pieces of tree. A ballista bolt flies in and just hits his mate right in the chest and just kills her, knocks her over dead. And this army of humans come running in and just start smashing every egg they can find, starting with his 4. And he loses his mind. He goes a little bit crazy, but he can't breathe fire on them because the other 3 eggs haven't hatched, and that would destroy them. The newly hatched one, its armor hasn't hardened, so he would kill his offspring if he breathed fire on the humans while they're standing around the thing. So he goes down and he starts just knocking them, swatting them around. They reload the ballista and they shoot him, and they hit him right in the eye, and so it blinds him on one side. And so they manage to kill all of those humans, and that's why he's in this line telling the rest of the members of the Pride whose nests were not destroyed, gather up your eggs. We are out of here. We have got to go. We can't stay here. They know where we are. And then the humans that were in the group that was attacking, or the group that was attacking is of a group of humans who is trying to settle a new town on this beach, a new port town, and that's why they attacked the dragons. Because they're dicks. Anyway, so that's part of what I'm working on for the book. I'm actually still reading it. I finished half of it so far, and it's pretty good. Pretty good. I think I'm going to very much enjoy doing it. It's going to take a little longer to record it than normal, just because... No, I don't want to say the changes. Just because it's going to be... Just because I have to add in some extra time to deal with processing the audio effect and whatnot. Anyway, 2:40, that's close enough for me. I'm going to let you guys go. Got to get ready for Starcast. And I will talk to you guys later on. All that kind of usual stuff. I would say feel free to hang around and watch Starcast, but just come over to Geek Domo's channel. I mean, I'll host it here too, but, it's a lot more fun when you can participate in the chat. So for that, come over to the channel. Yeah. So until next time, which will probably be Tuesday, unless I wind up recording, which I might, recording some of the Galactic Guide entries and stuff. I will talk to you guys later, and until next time, be careless.